Geek Cross. Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with a very exciting comeback reaction to We.I.
Yes, so We.I is back this week with a new release. The song is titled Too Bad, and obviously we have watched the teasers in advance, so I kind of know what to expect. Not gonna lie, I feel like I'm gonna be very the whole time. So, that being said, let's go! There's no subtitles, by the way, unfortunately. 아이고.
Oh, damn. Oh. So cute already.
Oh my god, wait, and the other floor in the background, I just realized. Oh. They were going like... It's a 고백 song.
Oh! Oh, he jumped in front of that arrow. It's like me. It's really cute. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
Sorry, I know I haven't spoken, but I'm just so like...
Are they watching them?
I don't know. What the heck is happening?
How you get the girl?
Oh? What? What? I'm so... I can't...
It's like, their movements are really small. It's like the tukun of like your heart. Like...
Oh. The popcorn.
Promise. What happened in the movie?
Wow.
All of his rapping has been in like the darker scenes. They don't do it in the...
Oh! Huh?
Shot by Cupid's arrow.
It's just so silly. It's so silly.
They're really cute. That's it. That's my comments. Just kidding. I'll say a couple more things. So I wanted to expand upon one of the comments that I made in the reaction about their dance when I was like, oh, it's like the tukun feeling, like, oh, your heart fluttering, beating. So what I was talking about was in the chorus, they do these movements where they're bouncing and they're on their heels and their heel is bouncing up and down and it's very quick and it sort of gives you that feeling of like when your heart starts fluttering, like, oh, I'm excited, like, oh, the person I like is in front of me, like that sort of thing. It's not just that moment, but it's also like right afterwards, like the sort of like walking walking movements, when they're bringing their hands together. It's all of those smaller, cuter movements that sort of portray that concept really well. And like there are larger movements like you would expect, just like normal sort of choreography, even in the chorus as well. But what I found really interesting was the fact that it was the smaller movements that stuck out, because usually those would sort of be like overrun by larger movements, but this was really the highlight of the choreography, and I just loved it. But I also think this is really driven so much by personality, like the dance, the concept, everything. And I really feel like you see their variety personas come out a lot in this. Like if you've watched any of their variety or reality shows, they're very silly and they're very cute. All of the cheesy flirting just takes me back to any time I've watched any of their variety. And in my opinion, because this relies so much on that like cheesy flirting, Seokwa owns this concept. Like this was made for him, my dude. But like there's so much personality in this one, and that comes across in their dance as well, because it's like their facials are over the top, but also there's so many interactions with each other. It's not just in the music video, it's also in the choreography for them to like be playful, to touch each other, to like lean on each other, that sort of thing. And that makes this feel very like, it's very inviting, and like you kind of want to join in on it, which is, you know, the entire point. So I thought it was just really cute, and I was having a great time. I was not put off by the cheesy flirting. I was like, do more. I was about to do more. So, Anna's turn.
Hello, it is my turn for comments. And first, I'm gonna respond to your cheesy flirting thing where you were like, you weren't put off. I can't say I wasn't put off, because this also describes our personalities perfectly, and like the way we interact with each other when you pretend flirt with me and I'm just like, please stop. Anyways, on to my actual comments now. Because related to that, and like Peyton was saying, this is like very personality driven. It's also very inviting, like welcoming you to join in with them. A few things that add to that feeling musically. One very obvious thing that we were literally doing along with them is the clap sounds that are present in the song right from the beginning throughout the entire thing. The basic pattern that is the, and then the, you know, it's like repetitive, easy to catch on to, but like slightly different from just a one like that the whole time, which is one way that songs bring togetherness. Another thing is, especially in the chorus, the melodic lines are very easy to sing along to and very catchy. One of them is like the na 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 na. Like I said, it's an easy to follow along melodic line, but then also like making sure to start that phrase with a na na na, so like even fans who aren't as familiar with Korean can like sing along to part of it easily. Another part of the song that has this feeling of like inclusiveness, everyone together, is in the pre-choruses and throughout the rest of the song as well, but you hear it a lot in the pre-chorus, is like the oh, A's, like all together shout sort of sound in the background. Another thing instrumentally about this that sort of adds to this like brighter sort of Disney Channel feeling, I feel like. Sweet, kind of silly vibes, which is what this is this like the guitar sounds, the perk that isn't like overwhelming. And then also another thing that makes this like sort of sweet, easy to follow along to is once again in the chorus. I was kind of following it with my fingers. There's this stepwise motion thing that happens where it's like the da 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 da, like down, and then it goes back up. And there is a famous song that has a similar motion. I just can't for the life of me remember it. So if anyone else can remember it, please let me know, because it's kind of bothering me. That aside though, I will end my comments with this, because I told Peyton earlier, and I feel like she might be upset if I don't say it, that the vibes that this was giving me was very much like One Direction, One Thing. In case you don't know, Peyton and I both used to be really big One Direction fans. I'm not saying that I didn't like it, because the song was cute and I did like it. I don't interact well with like the flirty cheesiness.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I feel like song style-wise is more in line with your style, but it's just that like I give back like flirty cheesiness. I'm just like, yeah, go for it! Inside look into mine and Anna's personalities, everyone.
But anyways, it is my turn to TLDR. So TLDR for this reaction is, first of all, congratulations to WeI on their comeback, their new release, Too Bad. This concept and release as a title track is slightly different from what we've seen from them in their other title tracks, but it was no surprise if you've watched any of their variety content, know anything about their personalities. It was very fun, very playful, kind of cheesy, flirty.
I'll save you from yourself. And if you also enjoy the cheesy flirtiness, if you enjoy how cute they are while still being super talented, and want to talk to us more about We Ire the song, come find us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and bye!
Bye!